All right, let's play.
We're done, Your Highness. Thank God.
It is unfortunate that thieves were allowed to enter Kadan, but at least the sacred orb is safe. Thank you for your hard work, all of you. We couldn't have done it without their help.
No. But again, it was our fault in the first place.
Alright, so what do we do next?
Go home.
Intensifying their attacks.
And now that we have defeated them at Kadan, they have even more reason to attack this country.
God damn it.
It would appear that the only option remaining is to work together to drive off the Vendini.
Yes, agreed.
Have I mentioned how much I like their queen?
How will we
She's
do
very
it?
smart.
The only weapon that might help isn't completed yet, and it doesn't have the range. What's the point of an attack that can't hit its target?
That's a good question. Even if we hurry up and finish the weapon, there's no way to make it achieve the range we need.
We shall request cooperation from Erigl.
So they have the ability to carry this heavy-ass giant weapon into the air. I don't know how, but I'm intrigued.
Erigl has this ability. All we need to do is borrow it. A means for carrying. The air dragons.
The air dragons? Really? You think they're gonna be enough? What are you gonna do? Tie them together with rope?
If they approve our request, how are we to be sure that they will not betray us?
He has a good point.
We do not believe this will happen. The Vendini attack also dealt a great deal of damage to their country. Of this we are sure. They cannot afford to worry about taking our lands now. Furthermore, it was the warmonger Vox who kept pushing for conflict in his country, and he is now in his grave.
Yeah, he is.
Understand. This is not the time to fight amongst ourselves. Your Majesty, let us appeal to Erigl for their assistance. I shall prepare a personal letter and send a messenger immediately. Can I count on your help? Your Majesty.
What, am I supposed to be the messenger?
I'll go too. Don't you think he'll trust me more? I don't think a person...
Why would he trust you more? He had you in his dungeon.
That may be so, but you realize this is dangerous?
Yeah, so? A little danger doesn't worry me.
Very well. You shall accompany him.
Leave it to us.
Elena, you are to hurry and prepare the Thunder Arrow.
Yes, Your Majesty, right away.
I assume Fate's gonna help with that.
Can you help
Uh-oh.
me get the weapon ready?
A Mirage is gonna help with that. Sure, why not?
We are counting on all of
Your Majesty, what should I do?
Sit and do
you.
fuck all.
You should wait until she returns. I shall have a task for you then.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Fate,
Huh?
could we talk outside?
Sure, okay.
It's so peaceful.
Yes. Now, after the assault by Space Cthulhu and the war and everything, people, hundreds of deaths. But yeah, it's peaceful.
If not, that's fine.
You had God knows how many questions before, and now you've just completely forgotten. Even though, throughout the whole of this first chapter, You were going on about how much you want to know what's going on.
Yes?
When did you become aware of your power?
And that's the question you asked, the first one. I swear, Fate. Jesus
Why do you
Christ.
ask?
How are you a college student?
Well, I mean, I'm curious. I
Or a
thought
university
knowledge
student? I don't know.
was
You're a
so I was
student,
wondering how
and
you
you're
did
fucking
it.
dense as a brick.
Alright. I'll tell you. It was 7 years ago. I was 12 years old, living with my parents on Federation Station 17. My father was a
Yay,
Federation
backstory
officer,
time.
and my mother was a research scientist working on the station. Since both of my parents worked, I never got to spend much time with them. But I was happy. That is, until the war with the Aldeans took all that away. No, Daddy! I want to stay too!
I'm sorry, honey, but we have no choice. Now listen to me. This place isn't safe. They've already broadcast the evacuation announcement for all civilians.
But, Daddy, why do you have to stay?
I've got a job to do here, Maria.
Listen to your father. It's hard enough for him already. Come along with me. And don't worry about Daddy. He'll take care of those Aldeans and then meet up with us on Eric.
Really? You promise?
I promise.
You really promise? Really and truly?
I do.
Awkward PS2 era pinky swear. Still weird.
Jessie, take good care of her.
I will, dear.
Wasn't she ever a bit curious that her hair was completely different from her parents? And now we get to play as her! Woohoo! Right, so what do we have to do here in this flashback? Talk to everybody, I'm going to assume. No. There's a lot of voices here. You can read. Everybody can read. I'm sure you can all read. Yeah, I'm sure he will be back. I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine in this origin flashback story of power. Well, I've talked to everybody now. Anybody else? Do they have a second dialogue? Yeah, they do. Ah, there we go.
No. Richard.
Well, not surprised.
Daddy!
What's the Aldean battleship doing now?
After attacking Federation Station 17, it set course for the planet Eric, just as we did. It's just a matter of time until they overtake us.
I see. Connect me to headquarters.
Yes, sir. Going to screen.
What is it, Captain?
We're fucked.
Requesting a change of destination, sir. Our ship is currently ferrying civilians to Eric. However, I do not think it wise to proceed there under the present circumstances.
I cannot immediately authorize your request. We will study the matter here and get back to you. Maintain your present course for now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what? Talk to everybody again. Flashbacks. You always gotta love them flashbacks. You feel sorry for him. We're his family. How do you think we feel? 51 ships. Holy Jesus. No, I'm sure they'll attack Eric. Pretty sure. God, what do I have to do to carry on the story around here? Jesus. Oh, this is so much fun. Damn it. Fucking soldiers. I don't know what they're thinking. What I'm thinking right now is, what the fuck am I doing? There we go. Jesus. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun.
Are we being attacked?
Maybe.
They must have overtaken us.
It's too dangerous here. Everyone get to the escape pods. This way.
Oh, good. More escape pods. Hopefully it's not as tedious as the last time I had to get to an escape pod.
Look, Maria, we might never meet again, and there's something I need to tell you.
Listen, my child, I may never see you ever. See you later.
No, don't say that. You get in an escape pod too, Mommy.
1 minute to warp engine core collapse.
No, if I don't say this now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
What do you mean, no?
Your father and I are not your real parents.
Dun dun dun.
What are you talking about?
We love you with all our hearts, just as if you were our own child. But your real parents are still out there somewhere.
Mommy, I don't understand. What are you...
You don't need to understand right now. You'll know the truth someday.
You should still be able to get an escape pod. Unless women and children first is not a thing in the future.
You're very important. You must not give up. You must survive. You have the
And you
power
could
to
also
do this.
survive.
15 seconds to warp engine core collapse.
I love you, Maria.
Obviously not enough to go with her. She's very accepting of this and just walking away for however old she is.
10 seconds to warp engine core collapse.
You seriously just gonna stand there? The door has terrible timing.
Warp engine core collapse in 5,
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You must survive.